Hi, everybody. Welcome to EduTALK. And as you know, EduTALK is a virtual talk show, and we focus on topics that are seriously impacting our Caribbean diaspora people and the rest of the world too, so you can benefit from it. In today's session, we're focusing on the recovery effort for Jamaica, and in this time of need, we're asking also that people can give to Jamaica so that the people of Jamaica can be back on their feet very, very soon. I have with me, as usual, my dear friend, Mrs. Michelle Tulloch-Neil, and she is the Global Jamaica Diaspora Council representative for Northeast USA. I'm not gonna say welcome to EduTalk, Michelle, because you have been on here quite a few times and we partnered on projects. So I'm just gonna say welcome, and it's good to have you back on here.
Thank you. It's always an honor to be on your program because you get to the meat of the matter of what people are talking about and you provide answers. So it's always an honor to come on to EduTalk.
Yeah, likewise. So you have been involved, for people who are still unaware of your leadership in the diaspora. Talk a little bit about your role in the diaspora and your leadership.
Okay. So my role basically it's more about engaging. So, I am in the Northeast and there's 13 states. So with that, if you are not connected, people won't know what is going on. So want to make sure that we are connecting and at the same time we are collaborating and we are also educating because we have now called US home, right? But we need to know how to thrive while we are here, what we can do in our communities. Because the thing about us Jamaicans, wherever we go, we bring everything with us, the food, the reggae music, the resilience, the culture. So
Hmm.
we want to make sure you know how to be in that space. And at the same time, we are a brilliant set of people. And so we have all that resources that we can share with others. So whoever came after us don't have to make the same mistake. But it's just so you will find that I will use one of my things that I enjoy a lot about this was the forums. And I
Hmm.
use a forum based on topics that are important. Like the last one we were supposed to have, we didn't have because of Hurricane Melissa was on remittance, and we do need to have that before the new year since the laws change how we give effective January 1st. So I, like yourself, like to be talking about topics that are important to us on this side.
Yeah.
So that's basically the focus, but definitely want to engage, collaborate, and share information throughout the process.
Yeah, and get involved too. Yes, I agree with it. But how vibrant is the community, the diaspora?
It is very vibrant, but I'll tell you this much. As a result of Hurricane Melissa, I know more Jamaicans than I did before in the last 3 years. It's
Okay, wow.
amazing
Yes, yes, yes.
that I wasn't able to connect, but it's better. I'm looking at it better late than never.
Mm-hmm.
So this is really good because I felt like as a result of Melissa, my telephone number and my email address is out more than any before. And one thing you know about Jamaicans, we are very kind and we are giving. So everybody's calling me and like, hi, how can I help with what's going on in Jamaica? So I must say, I thought it was vibrant before. It is vibrant now, and I have met the most remarkable people. Every function and every fundraiser that I've been on, it's some new people that I've been meeting. So it's really good, and I'm looking forward to how we can maintain connection as we go forward regarding the development of Jamaica from what has happened.
Yeah, I love the fact that a lot of attention is being placed on Jamaica and the people. So it's very good. So what I'm hearing from some people is that Jamaica is in a disastrous condition, and I'm trying to help them to understand that the storm, the hurricane, passed on the western side of Jamaica, even though all of Jamaica got flooding problems. But the devastation happened on the western side, which is Montego Bay, Falmouth, in the parish of Trelawney, Westmoreland, and St. Elizabeth, and little parts of Manchester, and so on. But the devastation happened in the old towns, in St. Elizabeth and Westmoreland and Montego Bay and Falmouth. So talk to us about a little bit about the impact, because there are people who are homeless right now. There are people who are in need of supplies, who are in need of many different things, not just shelter, but food and clothing too. All of their belongings are gone in the western side of Jamaica. What's the condition like based on what you're hearing?
All right. So, like you just stated, the condition is really, really bad, if I can use that term here. And so we have to learn from our mistakes. I'll call it mistakes, because what we have found with a lot of the structures is that we need to look at building codes. How are we putting these buildings together? So hopefully that the government will be very active in that area to make sure every building, every structure is up to code. Because I hate to say this, but there will be another hurricane. There
Mm-hmm.
will be another earthquake. So what is it that we are going to do to make sure the structure, the infrastructure, all of that is in place so we can minimize? And I think we also need to have a plan on how we get information out when a hurricane, so people can galvanize, so people can move from one location to the next, and resources can be passed from one area to the next. Because I thought that was limited for me. Because when I think about the fact that St. Elizabeth and so forth, Black River, doesn't have porta potty,
Mm-hmm.
but yet, unfortunately, when Jamaica have some festival in Montego Bay,
Yes.
there is just so much porta potties. So
Yes.
in my head, let's move those porta potties to St. Elizabeth. But I don't know what it takes to get that done. So I'm
Yes.
thinking along that lines too.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I would love for them, where infrastructure and homes is concerned, to begin to focus on those houses, because I've been talking to people on the island who have lost like their roof and windows. Maybe we can concentrate on those that have lost roofs and windows to fix first, so
Yes.
they can get back in and then start building on the others. But definitely, that's what we want to do. Yes, homelessness is real. Maybe we need to have the large churches or the stadiums have a huge tent with
Yes.
decent cots like you would in a dorm in America here when you go to college, so
Mm-hmm.
people can still have their dignity
Yeah.
until the all this building takes place. Because to be fair, you cannot build while people are there. So you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
have to transfer them to another location. So I'm hoping, and I'm sure the government is having conversation around that. So you and I just basically talking about what I know they have in place.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
we have been collecting stuff. And I must say, thank God, people are just willing to give. So we have stuff. We still need a lot more. The U.S. has estimated that it's going to be take about $7 billion just to fix for Jamaica to be back on its foot. But what we did, we had to pivot, because we were collecting items to send down in containers and barrels, but it's taking a little while to get there, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
it takes a couple weeks from here, then it takes a couple weeks to be cleared at wharf. Even though I'm hearing good news that things are moving fast there, so congratulations to them, they are doing good work. But I got news that people were hungry, right? And so what I did, thank God for Lasco, and I was able to collect $2,000 to pay for 100 care packages on Saturday. And
Wow.
I have to mention, yeah, I have to mention Lasco, because I called them. No, I went online, fill out the form, about 11 p.m. on Friday night, and
Yeah.
by 10 a.m. on Saturday morning, they had 100 packages ready to deliver to
Mm-hmm.
in Northampton in St. Elizabeth, and also Trelawney and
Montego Bay,
Westmoreland Cape.
Westmoreland.
No,
Okay.
Westmoreland Cape. So we
Okay.
are that. So we are doing that. Not that we're not focusing on the barrel, but people need food right now. So we need to utilize Lascos. For example, Trelawney has another organization called Icon that delivers to actually it's not Trelawney but Lamar that we can also use. Their cost is $50, and it will supply you with like 2 weeks of food for the family. So we
Mm-hmm.
are utilizing what's on the ground because that will help the economy as well. And at the
Yes.
same time, we are packing barrels to cushion all of that as that time goes along. Because if I
Mm-hmm.
send a barrel today, it might get to by the time it clears, it might be the second week of December. I
Yes.
can't stay hungry for 1 month.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
need water and so forth. So I know, and to jump into another thing is that
Yeah.
somebody called me today and said, Michelle, I have food and clothing. What are you taking now? And I said, send me the food first.
Mm-hmm.
In the barrel that I'm sending off next week, I'll take the clothing, but I need to make sure people are surviving, because if they don't
Mm-hmm.
have food, you're gonna die. And then you want to work with the medical team that has to go very quickly. And I know there are some there because I was at an event yesterday, and the gentleman says his name is Malone.
Mm-hmm.
He was there with a medical team, and so they're trying to do their best to kind of stabilize as much as possible, because people are walking around in muddy areas, and there's going to be so many diseases. I want to prevent that from
Yeah.
happening, cholera and so forth.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
just have to be very careful. But what I would love to say to everybody, I know it's easier said than done, but hang on. We are coming. We are
Mm-hmm.
on our way. We are trying to coordinate and collaborate. And I love the fact that out of Florida, I think it's called Gem. I'm blanking on the name now. Whenever they do something, you can see a list of the areas, so I can compare. Because right now I'm also having a spreadsheet for areas that I have been to. And
Mm-hmm.
then yesterday I was told, like, Black River, we can move a little bit over from Black River because everybody has been concentrating on that. Not that Black River does need anything, but we can move to another area that hasn't had water in 2 weeks or food in 2 weeks. So
Yeah.
that's where I'm at. It's just a lot of work. We just have to keep on praying. And every mickle make a muckle. So I'll tell
Yeah.
people, just whatever you can give, and continue to do so.
Yeah. So I'm glad the mobility of the aids are going there and that you can assist in so many different ways. What about the emotional and social aspect of it? Are there any counselors or anybody helping with the the socio-emotional part, especially for the children that are in who are in those areas?
As far as I know, they are. To say that they're enough, no.
Yeah.
No, because I feel like we are so focused on food and clothing
Mm-hmm.
that we have minimal. But I can tell you this: there's a lot of trips coming down. A lot are coming. People are preparing to go down to help with that, because if nothing else, as you indicated, the kids are going to need it.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
only, I mean, the adults too, but for them, it's going to be tragic. And I cannot imagine everything you have worked for, you lost everything. So
Yeah.
that alone in itself. So yeah, we are thinking of help for the kids, but also for the adults. But one thing I must say is very common, and as a Christian, I'm grateful for that. You see people's faith,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and people
Yeah.
are saying, Michelle, I'm still alive.
Mm-hmm.
God has kept me. And
Yes.
I thank you for what you're doing. And that moves you to keep on going. So thank God we have our faith. But faith is one thing, but I'm still hungry, right? So we gotta make sure we are doing both. And
Yeah, because
I'm I Go ahead.
I'm thinking about the time when have gone through all categories of hurricane in from 1 to 5. And as a child, when I was growing up, especially Hurricane Gilbert, that was just category 3 when it
Mm-hmm.
passed through. But the way it passed through the island, almost the entire Jamaica got the effect of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was very traumatized when I went back home after the hurricane and see all the trees falling. And we had avocado trees to massive ones speared our house just by a couple inches.
Oh.
And I sat on one of them and wondering what just happened, and it's through in those times you don't really have any therapists or
Mm-hmm.
people who come through the school or the church and so on to talk to you. You just happen to be in a family where all of us gather together around a fire and we talk
Mm-hmm.
about what just happened and so on. And it was very therapeutic for me to.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go to church and listen to
Mm-hmm.
the pastor talk about it a little bit
Mm-hmm.
to find and to give us reassurance
Mm-hmm.
in our faith.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking nowadays, I'm hoping that people will get very close to their community, either the faith-based community, the community that is civil community within their jurisdiction, and then come together to work for a nice um, way of moving forward. It's
Mm-hmm.
difficult. Talk to us a little bit about the way that people can give. Because I know quite a lot of organizations, they give money to different organizations in Jamaica, and then you said some of them are traveling to Jamaica to give. What are some of the reputable ways of giving, and if they have kinds? Let's say people have supplies that they can drop off in certain locations. What are some of those locations that they can also drop off items in the US?
Okay. So the first thing I would tell you you can go on the CG's website, Coast General's website, and you will have an option there on how to donate. So you can do that. The embassy here should also have a website that you can go on as well, to give in that way. What I have done as a Northeast rep is create a flyer
Mm-hmm.
that lists various different locations in each of the different states. And that is, I can send you a copy so you can put on your page to share with
Yeah.
others. And I've also, the CG's office website also have it, and the US Embassy website also have it. So either one of those can. And based on my list, it has been shared so often, which I'm
Mm-hmm.
so grateful that I did. So people are able to just drop off wherever you are located to find the site. I got an email this morning from somebody asking me, "Oh, there you go."
Yes.
Uh,
Putting it up here.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody called me this morning from Nebraska, asking me how they can get donation to me, and so I gave them Shauna Chin, who is in the West, her contact email address for them to work out, and also encourage them to go on the website. So that's what we have been doing, just sharing. We do have additional that I need to add to this list, so other churches have come on, because what we have realized, it's a good thing. We need a bigger warehouse because people are giving. And I want people not to think that, oh, people are giving, we have enough. No, we're not even close yet.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
we're not even close.
Yeah.
This, we feel like it's going to take us at least another year to
Mm-hmm.
just keep on continue to do this as we go along, in order for people to be at a point where, okay, I can breathe again. So don't think what you see on television, oh, a lot of aid going to Jamaica, they have enough. No,
Yeah.
it's really devastating. Um, I say to my friends are the ones that helped me this week, and I'm going to ask them again. And you think, okay, I gave them 100 package, but that's nothing. And
Yeah.
they can eat all of that within 1 week. So we need to keep on going. So don't think, and don't get me wrong, I am totally grateful because I know we all have our lives to live here and we're
Yeah.
all making sacrifices
Mhm.
to go on. But just please give whatever you can, encourage organization, supermarkets, anybody that you have done business with. They don't have to be Jamaican. I call them friends of Jamaica.
Yeah.
And they are the ones that are willing to just give from their heart. They love our food, our reggae music,
Mhm.
our culture. They have been to Jamaica and they are so they're showing so much empathy. So just reach out to them and ask them to continue to give. And
Yeah.
what I
Yeah.
have done as well, the same, if you go on my page, my Facebook page, the same list that we got from the government also is on my website. And you can go on Amazon and purchase those things. So I
Mhm.
can get those as well, which is so much easier. People just click a button, go on Amazon, click, buy, send, and they don't have to leave their house. So we try to make
Yes.
it as convenient as possible.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yes. I'm glad you're sharing that because it's very important, and the fact that sometimes people wonder if you give one time and then that will take care of it, but it's an ongoing thing for roughly a year before
Hmm.
people can get back to their basic, is so self-sufficient in taking care of their own needs, and the roads are cleared and electricity is back, and semblance of order exists. What exactly do you hear anything about the students who are being affected from not being able to go to school at this time? Like, what is the ministry doing about it? If there's any additional services that they're offering, they're dispatching to these communities to help the students and the families cope with the education loss. Have you heard anything?
Not much on that, and I do need to follow up on that as well. The most I heard was that they were trying to transfer the students to other areas for
Okay.
that. I heard on regarding Montego Bay over the weekend, I think it's 5 a.m.
Hmm.
Saturday morning, maybe until 5 a.m. this morning. They were trying to get people not to come out because they're going to put back up the poles and run the electrical lines. So they don't want people to be outside. So we are hoping that that worked out this past weekend. So maybe those schools can start something. The issue is the schools that are standing are now being used as homes for
Yes.
people. So that's where that issue lies. And that's one reason why I said if we can start seeing moving very quickly in repairing these houses that just missing roofs and
Hmm.
windows, so those individuals can go back so the school can begin to open. There is a demand because of lack of electricity
Hmm.
for generators. So Jamaica do need generators. So we're talking about the police station, the fire station, and the schools. So if you have that capability to do that, I would encourage you to donate to the school that you are
Yeah.
from or to the police station or the fire station because once they have it, then they can do so much more. It's just the same thing with the Starlink. If you can do that, so people
Yeah.
can call their family members to let them know that I am alive and this is what I need. So those are the ways that I would encourage. But what I will do, I will definitely put out a call today just to see where we are because we are looking at 3 weeks later. And
Hmm.
the longer it takes for us to start talking and reminding the kids what they are missing because we have to also deal with that mental health part of it. I can't believe this happened. So I
Yeah.
can't even think of that one and one equal two. I can't maybe formulate a sentence. I need to deal with my trauma right now
Yes.
before I even think about school. So
Yeah.
it's difficult.
I
It's
know. I
difficult.
know. I know.
I do not envy the government, and I'm happy I am not a part of the government because
Mhm.
this is so much on the government, and the prime minister showed that this time. It's a lot.
Yeah, yeah, it's a lot. And we learned that it's over 200,000 people
Mm.
that who are affected by this. So it's a lot. Thank you so much, yeah, for being on. I want to share some information here from our representative from Northeast USA. It's Mrs. Michelle Tulloch-Neil. If you want to visit also our website at edusolutionsintl.org/relief, and you will get to the section that offers an avenue to give to Jamaica. And you can go on there and read about the different things that Jamaica needs right now. Also look at our representative here, the flyer, and she's going to update it a little bit more to offer more locations for people to give to Jamaica. So visit the website at edusolutionsintl.org/relief for Jamaica. If you want to even go on the homepage, and you have the link here that you can donate. You click on the link and you can give to Jamaica in every kind that you can give. Um, so, Representative, thank you so much for being on, and we will talk very, very soon.
Very soon. Thank you very
Yes.
much for having me, and good day to your listening audience. Thank
Oh,
you.
of course, of course. Thank you so much, everybody, for being on. Please visit the different resources that was shared so you can give. Go to the embassy website, the embassy in DC website, Jamaican embassy website, and you can get donations to Jamaica. Also, visit our website at edusolutionsintl.org for more information on that. And you can also just Google Jamaica Diaspora Northeast, and you can get some information on that to give. Also, pay attention to scamming. Scammers have a way of benefiting from these avenues. Please be careful, vet the sources. That is why we're sharing this, so that you know which one is reputable and which one is not. So if you want to reach out to, Representative Tulloch-Neil, what's a good email address that they can reach out?
Oh, sure. It's ne2diaspora@gmail.com. So that's NE, the num 2, diaspora@gmail.com. Or my telephone number is out there now, so I might as well say
Yeah.
215-620-6344. Call me anytime or email me. I will get back to you within 24 hours.
Right. And people can contact you on WhatsApp as well on the same number.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Everybody, take care. We'll see you next week. Take care. Have a
Yes.
great
Bye
day.
bye.